Hey everyone, Amaya here, and today I'm going to try a little makeup experiment, I guess. And I will start with explaining why. Uh, if you follow me on Tumblr, if you've seen any of my posts there, you've probably seen bits and pieces, if not this entire collection of amazingness down here. And these are pigments, with the exception of this one here. All of these are from Shiro Cosmetics, and they are basically loose eyeshadow pigments, and a lot of them are lip safe. You can use them on your lips too. But they are loose, and what that is like you can actually, that one's super dark. Let me find one that's less dark. Here we go. You can see it's just a loose powder in there, and I can kind of smoosh it around. And that's just how she makes them and how she packages them, and I love them. But they're sort of for me, I use these almost exclusively. I don't use any other eyeshadows. This is pretty much the only thing that goes on my eyeballs. And I use these when I dance too. And what is a problem is some of them, the jars don't love me, and so they tend to spill a little bit. This one particularly, this jar, hates me. And so anytime I bring this one with me when we're dancing out of town and I have to bring it somewhere, it spills all over the place. And I don't like that. I don't want that. So today I'm going to try and put some pigment into a pan. And what I mean is these little, just these little pans. Like this is about the size of a quarter. Oh god, I'm sorry, that was very bright. And I just got these from Coastal Scents. Because I was also buying brushes from there and I sort of picked them up as I was shopping because before I grabbed these, I bought this book palette here. And this is from Book of Shadows, and I will put her Etsy in the description of this. And it's magnetic closure, as you might have just heard, like I had to open it. And this bottom part is magnetized, and if you buy the right sort of pans, they'll stick. And so as you can see, I'm shaking this around, and that's not going anywhere. And so I figured that'll be a better way to try and transport these and bring them to shows, so that I always have them. And this is sort of where I store them all now in their loose form. This is an old cigar box that a friend gave me. And yeah, so we're going to experiment with that. We're going to experiment with this Kiraga Mineral Highlight from Shiro. Just because, as you can see, like, size-wise, compare this to one of these eyeshadows, there's way more in there. And so I figure if I mess this up, it will be okay. Everything will be okay. So yeah, we're going to experiment with this. I've never done this before. I've looked up a couple different ways to do it. And I'm just going to kind of go with whatever I can get my hands on and see where we go from there. Alright, so here we are, and I think we're set, essentially. It just has to dry now, but it's basically just been mixed with rubbing alcohol. And basically I put some product in the pan, put some alcohol, and I basically just went back and forth until it was kind of fullish. And it'll probably shrink down a little, I imagine, as it dries. Alright, and so here we are. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe an hour later or so. I've watched a couple YouTube videos, and that's about as far as we've gotten here. And it's sort of dry to the touch, like when I press it down, I don't get a whole lot of product on me. So this is where the pressing part is going to come into play. I'm going to get a piece of fabric, which I have here, and put that over, and then I'm going to grab this quarter, which I shoved in the wrong spot, because I'm smart like that. Here we go. And put that on there, and then I'm just going to press it in. So we're going to take the quarter out, and you can see, like I said, I thought it was going to shrink down in there, and you can tell it kind of did. There we go. Now it is pressed in, and it's got that kind of nice pretty texture. And so I might do that with a couple other colors, and I will probably show you finished products at the end. Ah. Alright, and so here we are a couple hours later with my additional colors that I picked out. And I sort of picked these out by ones that I use often and know that I'm going to want to have around when we go out, when we're out of town and stuff. Ones that I know I can make a look out of without having to worry about it at all. And that's where these colors came from. That's why I picked them. And so they're all set now in here, and they aren't going anywhere. It's very nice. So I think this is going to be a great solution for my problem that I was having. Thank you for joining me on this exciting adventure, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.